Have you ever been afraid to do something? To try something out? Do you struggle with things that make you afraid or scared? Today that's what I'll be talking about. Fear. And how you can deal with it to your best ability. If I could speak, that would be delightful. I personally have a lot of fears. Heights, snakes, my school's milk, and so much more. I've been afraid of judgment from others. I'm afraid of losing literally any of my friends and family. And I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that in some way, shape, or form. And I've never really done anything about it. Today, I'm changing that. I'm changing the fact that I can do something about it. And I'm hoping that you will and can, too. Fear stops us. It freezes us in place, if you will. We feel like we can't move. We don't want to move, even. We're so intimidated by fear that we just stick to where we are. A few weeks ago, for example, if you were to look at the video, you can see that my feet don't move. I was preaching a sermon. My feet don't move at all. That's because I was afraid to do it. The judgment and... Excuse me, I didn't write my script properly. I was afraid to preach because of judgment for the things I've said. Why? No clue. I have friends there, of course, and I know they wouldn't judge me for what I said, but I was still afraid that they would. I couldn't move at all. It's so hard to overcome fear. And I know there's one a lot of you are going to click away, but please stick around. I know it gets old of me saying, but I'm not going to open anything. 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7 says, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear and timidity, but of power, love, and self-discipline." Those three things are crucial. Power, love, and self-discipline. Power, because we have to be able to power through what is causing us to freeze. We have to make ourselves move. Love. We have to love fear. Not the thing we're afraid of. I'm not expecting you to love heights, snakes, or public speaking. You have to love the fact that you don't know what's coming next. Because if you do fall through the heights, if you do get bitten by the snake, then you'll have a testimony of how you got through it. You'll have that experience to tell people. Finally, self-discipline. For the moments when we can't power through, we have to be able to discipline ourselves so we can expect something to happen next time we don't. When I say discipline yourself, I don't mean physically or mentally abusing yourself. That's not what I'm saying whatsoever. I'm saying you should take a moment and realize that you've made a mistake. I had to clear that up. Anyways, something I know for a fact that you aren't asking yourself is, well, what are some consequences of being fearful? And I don't blame you, because I didn't think about it either until halfway through writing the script. But what are some consequences? Now you're thinking about it. One, right off the top of my head, is not fulfilling purpose. Not doing what you're supposed to get done. Heck, I procrastinated writing the script, and now I'm scrambling to write this out, record the background footage, edit, and upload. I should have been taking care of this throughout the week, but no, I wasted time playing Minecraft. That's literally all I did all week. I was not productive whatsoever. As I said before, I preached a sermon about anxiety. Ironically, if I could speak wonderfully, that would be wonderful. Ironically enough, I was anxious about it. Anxious enough to consider not doing it at all. But I did. Not because I wanted to, but because I did. But also because I feel like that's a part of my purpose. I feel called to do this and missions. Anyway, I didn't let that fear and anxiety stop me from I'm sorry. I didn't let fear and anxiety stop me from preaching because I had to. If you have a job to do, you have to do it and take care of it, because if you don't, it'll leave you scrambling in the future to put the pieces back together. A consequence of being afraid of something or something happening or judgment is that you're not going to get that done. And soon enough, you will be scrambling to get it done at some point or another. You shouldn't let fear rule your life, because if you do, it can seriously harm your purpose and what you're called to do. Guys, thank you for listening to my talk about fear. If there's anything that you semi-disagree with or disagree with at all, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your guys' opinions. Stay blessed, and I'll see you all next week. Bye-bye.